want to talk a little bit more about, before we go on to our long vowels, I want to talk a little bit more about our endings. Who can tell me, what does this ending say? Raise your hand, please. Fabian. Good. All together, what does this sound?
Ing.
Okay, so when we see ing, remember this means that it only comes at the end of the word. You guys are pretty good with our ing endings, but always pay attention to the end of our words for that ending, okay? Who knows one of the other endings we've been talking about? Aaron.
With ed.
Very good, and I know you guys like this one, so let me find it. Yeah, don't get all crazy. All right, our ed ending, before we start before you tell me what sounds they make, I want you to be very aware when our words end in an ed, okay? That's why I wanted to practice this particular list. Remember some of the skills I've showed you, some of the tricks, as far as when you notice a word ends in an ed, right? One of the things that we can do is just to cover up that ending. Can you see two of the same letter right there in the middle? See how there's two T's there? Do we pronounce the T 2 times while we're reading it?
No.
No, we only say it 1 time. So, help yourself out. We can always cover the ending of that word. Figure out the first part. All right, and then think about which sound we're going to use for our ed. Okay, all together, what is the first sound that this makes? What is the second sound?
D.
And the third sound?
D.
Okay, go ahead, 1 time.
D.
All right, very good. One last sound that we had a little bit. Thank you. There's one last sound that we had a little bit of confusion with our last check-in, so that's why I want to get a little more practice. Don't forget, what does this sound make? Isaac.
Is.
Good. All together. Sound?
Is.
All right. A couple of us were switching, and this is perfectly normal, okay? This is something we're still practicing. We're mixing up our ES with our ED. For example, we had this word yesterday that we were all looking at.
Oh.
What is this word?
Past.
Past. Okay? The word is past, like she passed me a piece of paper. Now, what is this word? Caleb?
Passes.
Passes. Very good. So every day our teacher passes out homework before we leave for home, okay? Pass, passes. So we just need to pay real close attention to those. We're going to focus on those today as we read our list, okay? So let's jump into our mixed list. I want to see all eyes up here, please, okay? Question?
The ED, like the one that you just wrote up right there.
Yeah?
The S is in the, like, E is first and then the S. So that's kind of how you know right there.
Okay, so good. So ES, ED, right? It helps to find those chunks of letters. Also, keep in mind as we're reading, we've talked about some of our blends, right? We've talked about our st, right? We've talked about our sk. Okay? Sometimes when we're doing our reading, we sort of see some letters, but we don't blend them all together. We sort of mix them up as we read them. That's okay, but look for things like all right? We're learning all of these little blends. So let's just jump into it, friends. Okay, let's put our hands down for a moment, and let's get into this. So look at our first word, everyone. And I'm going to go ahead and show, just like I was talking about, we're going to cover the ending first. What is the first part of this word? Can you see okay? Feel free to move your chair if you need to. What is that word? All together, read.
Wet.
Wet. So just the first part, right? The word is wet. What happens when we add ed? Read.
Wetted.
Very good. She wetted the napkin so she could wipe her face, right? We dip it in water. She wetted the napkin to clean her face. All right? Wetted. Very good. So next word, look. Wait till I say thank you. Read.
Clock.
different ending. Pay attention. Read.
Spinning.
Good. Look. Read.
Skin.
Look. All right. Think of the first word. Now read.
Pinned.
Good. She pinned. She pinned the brooch on her shirt. All right. Next word. Look. Read.
Club.
Thank you. Eyes on my board, please. Look. Read.
Slipping.
Careful.
Slipping.
Okay. Very good. So don't forget our first sound again that blends. Slipping. Together, read. Slipping. Next one. Does that help? All together, read.
Fitted.
Fitted. Very good. Look. Read.
Skill.
Look. Read.
Spit.
Look. Read.
Slot.
Good. Careful, we have our TCH in here. So not only do we have that chunk, we also have our ED ending. So think of that first part of the word first, right? Now together, read.
Fish.
Good. Look. Read.
Spills.
Let me hear my back table a little bit more, guys. You back with me? Can you see okay? All right, look. Read.
Collapse.
Good. Look. Read.
Zap. Zap.
Good. Voice is off. What sound does our short A make? Like the cat who's at the chair? So, look at the first, what is the first part of the word?
Zap.
Together.
Zap.
Now all together.
Zap.
Zapped. Okay? Have you guys ever walked around in your socks in your house and you went to touch a doorknob and it went zzz, little static electricity?
Oh,
And you get zapped? Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Zapped. Another chunk right there, right? Think of all of the sounds. Ready? Read.
Clicked.
Good. She clicked the button. Last one. Look. Read.
Scraps.
Good. You ever feed your dog scraps of leftover food? Sometimes when we scrape the leftovers into his bowl, and like, oh, he's eating the scraps. It's not good for dogs. You shouldn't give him table food. Erin, what's your question? Yes, you may, friend. All right.
What are those right there? What are those?
So that was a little bit of review. We're also going to go right into doing our writing today.